Steve Urkel, had the BMW Isetta. Today, I got the Fiat 500e. The 500 is Fiat's most renowned vehicle. It's the only one that I remember by name. We got other ones like the name of Panda, but this is what I think of when I think of Fiat. So let's check out the practicality of it. Behind the rear seats, actually, it looks like it has more storage than the Mini Cooper I just got out of. Easy to close. Coming on up in here. This is an EV, so just touch up under there. Door opens. Coming into the back seat. We actually have space to get behind. I haven't got in the back of any of these little cars today, but I gotta know, can I get in here? I can actually fit back here. And the headrest is like in the middle of my back, and my head is literally in the ceiling, so it's not the space for a 6-footer. Up in the front, I just noticed we have an older Fiat in this door handle. Cool little Easter egg. Should your EV die, you can use this to get yourself up out of here. 500 embossed in the seats. Nice little design going in here, and it says Fiat. That is slick. Didn't notice that until now. Nice little headrest, two-tone steering wheel. Got some soft touches galore, and not a whole lot super simplistic. We have physical touch with the HVAC controls. We have our drive EV mode, volume, park, brake. The gear selector is right here. Wireless charger and a bin for cup holders. And we even got storage in the armrest. We actually got a ton of storage options in here. But what is it like to drive? Let me show you. Buckle up, buttercup. Let's get this show on the road. Is this thing started? Oh, it's already ready. Turn some heat on because it is Ace Frio. Turn my seat warmer on as well. Go back to the home screen. Not a whole lot there. Off to the races. The 3 different drive modes. We got normal, eco, and Sherpa. Sherpa is going to increase the mileage. We got 68% left on the range, and we put it to range mode. It gives us 81. And once we go to normal, we'll be sitting at just a little less with 76. So I'm just going to keep it in normal mode. So I thought we had some kind of sport mode. Can disable traction control over to the left. Has a few options over there. But other than that, this car is very simplistic. Thank you, UPS. The door lock is right between these vents. You can unlock the doors. I was looking for that. A little bit of slippage. Hit some birds. I hear a ton of wind noise coming through here. Not sure if it's that windy outside or is it just the sound deadening or lacking thereof. Steering feels very light to the touch. Do we have a heated steering wheel? That is not a heated steering wheel button. That's the lane keep assist. So it will hold the line for you. Keep you in between the lines, and it has adaptive cruise control. Lane is ending. Got to get over. I also need to turn my defroster on because the window is getting foggy up in here. This thing is a little bit steamy. All right, now that's a little bit too loud. Got to turn that down some. Came on that full steam. I'm trying to make a video, y'all. Turn on the rear wiper for more visibility. This will be a test of our steering feel. None. Not really communicative with this vehicle. Do have these little bulges right here, so you can do 10 to 2 driving. Not bad at all. How the steering wheel adjusts. Telescopic and tilting. Let it up just a little bit. Is there a window down? I'm just hearing a ton of wind noise up in here. Must be some thin glass, something to help the EV achieve the maximum mileage. But this Fiat gets up to speed pretty briskly. Doesn't feel slow. It's actually got some pep at these higher speeds. Test braking. They do their thing. I wonder what's one of these weigh. Probably 10 times more than the hen weight. These are featherweights, bars. Yeah, this isn't the most exciting to drive in the curves because it really lacks steering feel. It's just very vague to the touch. Might have to slow down over these railroad tracks. This car is teeny tiny, but it seems spacious on the interior somehow. I don't even know how. Maybe because it's so tall. I got like 6 inches of headroom above me, which is crazy. That 40-mile-an-hour pull wasn't the most impressive either. Didn't they make one of these with like 400 pound-feet of torque at one point? That's what I recall, but I'm not sure. That's maybe the Mandela effect. Somebody drop a comment and let me know. Gonna hang it right up here. Can we bang that turn? It's able to grip through it. And let's stop, see what it's like from a standstill. See if we can overwhelm these front tires. We could not overwhelm them. How's the dampening? It's alright, it ain't bad at all. Car top heavy since it's a battery. The aerodynamics on here gotta be not sure because it's shaped like a freaking wall almost because it is a tall car. It's as tall as it is long. Around here to the railroad track. We stop and we go. Not a whole lot to say about the Fiat 500e. Just hear a whole lot of wind noise, no steering feel. It's an EV. I'm not sure how great the range is. At 62%, we got 68 miles. Maybe it's due to everybody driving it like a crazy person, but that is about it. That's all I got to say about that, guys. Okay, thanks, bye.